The political tectonic plates are shifting in the Economic Freedom Fighters Party. Its deputy president, Floyd has left the Red Berets in an unexpected turn of events. He drafted a letter to party leader Julius Malema explaining that he will not be renewing his party membership.
Greetings, Comrade President. The chairperson of Ward 44, Johannesburg, has informed me that my membership of the EFF has lapsed. And I said, please be informed that I will not renew my membership of the EFF in Ward 44, which is one of the best performing wards in Johannesburg region. I also request to resign my position as Member of Parliament and all positions in the EFF.
One of the significant things that happened this year was a breakup between Floyd and Julius Malema. Floyd, who had started the party called the EFF with Julius Malema, broke up with him, did not renew his membership, and went over to join the decrepit old man Jacob Zuma's MK party.
You're a demon.
Why this breakup was significant? It fragmented the most high-functioning left-wing party in the country and broke up a duo that was being highly effective for over 10 years for the left. Floyd, who is an actual communist believer, and Julius Malema, who plays a communist on television, were broken up, and this is great for South Africa. They were the most powerful bloc on the left. Floyd thinks he's going to make a go of it with the MK, and the MK being led by a decrepit lying old man, surrounded by a gang of the most dysfunctional, dishonest, corruption-laden people. Floyd is a true believer. Julius Malema plays a communist on television, and it broke up the most high-functioning party for the left, that it branches a core support and administrative systems for a party that is just starting out with those things towards 2029. It is a good thing that they broke up because they were being effective to some degree. What the MK is starting over the EFF from its weakest point back up. We now have a course available for boys between the ages of 10 and 18. It's called the Men of the Bible course. We discuss manhood, masculinity, and becoming a man through the lens of 12 men from the Bible, like Joseph, like Adam, like Samson. And we take them through the stories and the lives of these men, and then we pull out some negative lessons, some positive lessons, and some notable doctrinal and theological points while pulling out one major lesson that the boys can take away. Check out this course if you know a young man between the ages of 10 and 18. All they've done now is reset the clock and start it over again. This is great for South Africa, because if they had actually united around the EFF, and possibly if they needed to dislodge Julius Malema in a far more professional way, all the forces of the MK, the ATM and others bounded up in a coalition, in some sort of an alliance, but in some sort of alliance with the EFF, and putting their forces and their numbers together, they could have been, if not the second, but the largest party in South Africa, with about 7 million votes over the DA, which has 6 million. And if the ANC is going to drop in votes in 2029, they could very well end up, if not second, but first. But they didn't do that. They actually fragmented, and they keep fragmenting and switching seats from the EFF to the MK. And I promise you, once Julius Malema gets over the shock, which he hasn't quite yet, once he starts building towards 2026, the local election, he's going to make offers to some people. And once those people in the MK see that they haven't got the positions and the money that they wanted, and if Julius gives them a good offer, you're going to start to see MK people switching over to the EFF again.
You're a demon.
Which is great, because together they are at 7 million votes as things stand from the 2024 election. Apart, who knows? And that's the good thing. Breakup of Julius Malema and Floyd actually protected South Africa. The conclusion is very simple. We don't need leftists in this country, and we don't need a strong leftist bloc. And they've hollowed each other out, which is wonderful. Long may it continue. A saying, the biggest mistake you can make in your life is to be always afraid of making a mistake. Dietrich Bonhoeffer. The breakup of Julius Malema and Floyd Shivambu was a bold move by Floyd Shivambu, and it is not a mistake. It is not a mistake for South Africa, that's for sure. For him and his career, I think it is. I think he should have stayed with his old frenemy Malema and tried to dislodge him another way. But he is bold, he took a bold step, and this bold step is the best thing for South Africa. South Africa should not be afraid to make a mistake to going towards the 2029 election. And the bold step South Africa must take is to be brave enough to vote in an unknown party of millennial conservatives, to reject for the foreseeable future the EFF, the MK, and others. Even the center-left, GNU, which will only become more left. I recommend a new party be voted in. I recommend conservatives for 2029. The case is closed. Floyd Shivambu breaking up with Julius Malema is one of the most significant things to happen in 2024 and one of the best things to happen for the South African political landscape because it protects our country and our democracy from the leftist bloc diffusing their power. They could have been the second, if not the largest party in the country, but now the chances of getting near that have become far lower because all of them are power hungry and could not put their differences aside to work together. But let me not give them any ideas. We have a new course available for our boys. It's for boys between the ages of 10 and 18. It's called the Men of the Bible course. Manhood, masculinity, and becoming a man. We take the boys through 12 stories of men from the Bible, pulling out negative lessons, positive lessons, and then one major lesson. We round off each lesson with notable points on doctrine and theology. We need our young men to become men. Thank you for listening. If you dare, buy us a coffee. The link is in the description.